Barton. Hello everyone, welcome to another exclusive video for you lot today. And on today's show, we're going to discuss the latest row, which was triggered after Nike revealed it had tweaked the traditional red cross on the England flag and introduced purple and blue stripes. The company dubbed it as a playful update to the shirt ahead of the Euro 2024, inspired by the training kit worn by England's 1966 World Cup winners. Now, this has pissed off a couple of people. You can probably guess who it's pissed off. Some of the older generation and, these nationalists, and sparked a whole debate. So I am here to give you my opinion and get everybody else's opinion on it, and your opinion, more importantly, on this whole kind of controversy that's been sparked by Nike, effectively. So let's dive into it. So before we get into the debates and the opinions and what's been said, let's just give you an origin of where the flag originated from. Let's get a grounding, a base understanding, and then we can go through the rest of it for anyone who's interested. So, the St. George's Cross, England's national flag, traces its origins back to the time of Crusades, where it was distinguished English troops from the French ones. Associated with St. George, who symbolised Christian chivalry, the flag gained prominence in the 12th century in Genoa. St. George is a hilarious legend, including slaying a dragon, and his martyrdom for Christianity further solidified his association with England, leading to his adoption as its patron saint in 1348. All you history goers will know that already, but again, this is just the origin. Despite the abolition from Saints' flags in 1552, St. George's Cross persisted and was later incorporated into the Union Jack in 1606, symbolising the unity of the four nations, unity being the key word there, don't forget that. Today, it remains a widely recognised symbol, flown at events ranging from religious ceremonies to sporting competitions, particularly on St. George's Day, celebrated annually on April the 23rd, which is, of course, coming up very, very soon. So there's its origin, there's its background, there's its history. A lot of English people will know that. Some people who are watching may not know that. I just wanted to get you a bit of a ground into the whole flag in general. So, look, when anything happens like a flag change, naturally it's going to ruffle a couple of feathers. Some people aren't going to be happy about it. I'm a lot more laid back in that sense, and I'll get into my opinion towards the end. But let's see what people are saying about it, because, yeah, it's caused a controversy. So, you've had the Prime Minister of the country, Rishi Sunak, arguing that the nation's flags are a source of pride, identity, who we are, and they are perfect as we are. You've also had former England players as well who kind of echo them thoughts. You've had the Labour leader, Keir Starmer. He's also said, he's called on Nike to reconsider its decision as the symbol was a unifier, with passing comments like from other MPs and stuff that you wouldn't change the Welsh flag to a pussycat, so why are they changing the England one? You now also have fans demanding the original flag to be reinstated, and an online petition collecting thousands of signatures has already started, rebelling against Nike and trying to get them to make a U-turn on the decision. The price of the shirt is another thing that's been criticised as well, which I am absolutely behind. I feel more strongly on that. You've got the authentic version, which cost £125 for adults and £125 for children, while the stadium version is £85 and £65 for children, which is a lot of money for like your working class families and stuff. Now, where it turns into something that it shouldn't, and the route it goes down, where they take it away from football and the flag, and they turn it into this whole debate, which has been ongoing for years and years and years. There was a quote saying there's been even calls in some quarters for a boycott, with some remarking the resemblance between the colours of the St. George's Cross and the gender fluidity flag. This is where it gets, these outside people come crawling from the grids and start arguing about it, and it opens a can of worms effectively. First and foremost, on the badge in general, I think Nike, knowing the pushback that they would get and potentially knowing the eyeballs and the debate that it would create, I think they took a risk, and I think it's just my opinion, I have no evidence to back this up, but I'm thinking from like a marketing perspective of how many eyeballs are going to be on it, and it's going to push the envelope a little bit. You've seen loads of marketing companies do this before. I think they've done that as a means to try to get more eyeballs on it. I don't think it's as deep as everybody's getting at. It's happened in previous cases before. I don't know if people know that Nike doing this doesn't officially change the England badge. I know the England players are wearing it and they're going into pride with competition and and all this kind of stuff, which I completely understand. You've had, clubs like Aston Villa, Man City changed the badges before, and there was an uproar, and I understand that, and I get that the England flag is completely different to any club's flag. But it's not changed permanently, guys. Like, it's not, our England badge is still white and with a red cross. It's just one kit going into the Euros. I don't think it's that. It's just a slightly different take to freshen the kit up. I don't get why everyone's losing the fucking barnet over it. I really, really don't. Then you get people, I mentioned people coming out of the woodwork and the grids, like racist, uneducated, homophobic idiots like Joey Barton tweeting. They know exactly what they're doing, Nike, FA and England, trying to sneak that woke, gay, communist nonsense onto the England national team jersey. It'll be to appease all the lesbians who play for the Lionesses and in women's football. Nothing playful about it. Another manoeuvre in their attempt of coup d'etat of the men's game. Leave our flag and leave our game alone, which is only going to promote hate, divide, and toxic nonsense, in my opinion. Any kind of excuse he gets to, bolster his opinion on or his strong opinions on such, sensitive topics, he will do that. And I think this is, he's one of the persons who's, bit on the bait and decided to throw his 2 pence in for whatever that's worth. The price, on the other hand, like I mentioned before, is something that I do feel strongly about, because I don't know how you can charge over £100 for an England shirt. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got this one. This one's like a throwback to like the 90s, I think it is. I can't remember how much it cost me, to be honest with you. I bought it quite a while. I think I bought it for the Euros. They brought it out as like a retro replica kind of thing, but it weren't nowhere near like 125 quid. And even at the time, I was like, I don't get how they manage, because they know they can, they will charge it. They'll look at, what clubs are charging in the Premier League, for example. Man United charge the exact same amount. City probably charged, I don't buy City shirts, so I don't know. I'm guessing City probably charged the same amount. Same with Liverpool and other clubs, because obviously Liverpool's Nike. They're probably the same price, right? They have authentic, they have certain different versions, and then like little cool ones that they bring out like this. So in a business sense, you would ask the question, why shouldn't Nike do that? You get what I'm trying to say? Why shouldn't they do that? But obviously, then when you look at you're playing for the country. This is about this is the people's game. You've got families, predominantly a lot of families who watch England and stuff like that. It's about togetherness, and then you charge that much. It's like, well, it's not inclusive for everyone, is it? If you're pushing the price up to that much, I think all shirts should be more affordable, so any kid, woman, man can be proud to wear one and also afford to buy one. Because you're talking like for the average working class person, it's almost 2 days in work just to buy a shirt. When you put it into them terms, it's craziness, isn't it? But just as an overall arching thing, this topic kind of bugged me, because it becomes more than what it's supposed to be about. Do you know what I'm saying? Are people that really that arsed that they've changed a couple of colours in an England flag? It's not official. It's for one shirt or a couple of shirts going into the Euros. It's a bit of a modern twist. People are relating it to gender fluidity and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it is. I just think it's a twist on it. They mentioned the sleeve shirts with Alf Ramsey in England and stuff. Why are people getting so aggy and deep about it and bringing other things into it, like gender fluidity and fucking being homophobic and stuff? I really don't understand that. And yeah, I just wanted to do a members video on it, because it's not exactly Man United content. There's nowhere near United content. It is still football, but it's something that I feel slightly passionate about as to why people are being so negative and toxic. And whether Nike or not decides, change the stance and, bring the old colours back onto it, I don't know. I think they've done it as a marketing exercise. They may look back at it in a couple of months' time and think, yeah, that was wrong. We shouldn't have done that. It sparked this whole debate. You've obviously strong, influential people, especially the Prime Minister and MPs and stuff, coming out and arguing their case that they believe it shouldn't have been changed and it's about unity and Well, if it was so much about unity, then why, if you're pushing this narrative with gender fluidity and all this kind of stuff, then why isn't, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, confusing times. You can obviously tell it's international break because we're talking about things like this other than what United are doing on the pitch. But I just wanted to give my 2 pence on it. I would love to hear your thoughts, even if they are opposite, even if you completely disagree with me. Get it in the comments section. Leave a like on the video for us if you've enjoyed this one. I appreciate every single one of you members who contribute to the channel. We are the reason why we do this, despite whatever your opinion is. So please do get your feedback in the comments section, and we'll see you guys for another members video. You legends. Take care.